Everyone needs a new knife. Made in the United States, guaranteed for life. It's got to be a Lynch Northwest. And it is.
My name is
Stevie. Salutations, friends. Ich bow, said Stevie. And, let's check this out. This is from Lynch Northwest. This is their new fixed blade, the Sparrow 7. Picked this up at the Oregon Knife Collectors Association show down in Eugene this past weekend on Saturday. Drove down there with Steve Clare. Shout out to the homie Steve Clare. Lynch Northwest had a table down there. And this is the debut. This was their debut of it. They had showed some stuff online, but they were not available to purchase until the show. So I think they probably still have a couple left, and they'll probably be putting stuff, not probably, they will be putting stuff on the website soon. Casey Lynch and Thomas and Casey's son were down there working the show. And they had some custom one-offs. They had their configurations that they're going to have available moving forward, and all sorts of Lynch Northwest goodness down there. More on the show later, but picked up the new Sparrow 7 fixed blade that I've been really wanting to check out since I first heard that this was going to be a thing. So comes in, I like the packaging. Lynch Northwest always does great packaging. If you've ever ordered anything from them before, you know that that's the case. So little slide over deal. It says, knives are tools. Yeah, they are. But then, the box here. And I think that's kind of a newer style Lynch Northwest logo that they got for this. As you saw, everyone needs a knife. Everyone needs a knife. I thought I was saying everybody needs a knife. Everyone needs a knife. Made in the United States, guaranteed for life. That's always a good sign to see on the box. And then on the other side, they got a new website. It's lynchblades.com. I think it links directly to Lynch Northwest, but and then you do see on the box there what it is. This is the Sparrow 7. What does it say? Gen 1 8? March 2025. I don't know what that says. It doesn't matter. But anyway, take the box off here. Got some stickers that it comes with. That is their a variation of a sticker and a shirt and a hat they've had out. But Lynch Blades, the nice feather sticker, and then that sticker. I don't know if this comes with it or I picked this up at the show. Then you get a card of authenticity and an instruction. All the goodies that you need to know about warranty and sharpening and cleaning. But this is the Sparrow 7. I got the CPM 154 variant, and I'll talk about that a little bit. In the service finish, 60 HRC, handle material micarta, born on March 2025, and QC'd by Casey Lynch himself. All right, before I get going, I need to wet my whistle. I recently found there's a couple different a couple different brands that make this zero sugar sweetened tea, so it's not bad. So all right, 4 minutes in, still no knife. Little packaging here. Here you go. That is the knife right there. So you see the feather on the service finish there, micarta. Service finish on the hardware all around. There's the stamp, the steel stamping is under there. I don't know if it's coming up on my camera or not, but I'm holding it the right way. It's CPM 154, and it is. Let's see if I can remember the specs, and I'll try to flash them up also. But I think it's 7.5 inches overall. With a 3.3 inch blade that has a 3 inch cutting length on it. CPM 154. On this variant, there is some jimps along the spine, and that's the reason why I picked this. So they have this available in Magna Cut, in a stonewashed, and the service finish here. And then they also have a step milled hollow ground blade on some of the Magna Cut. But this is the one that I liked the best. Then they do have some... Oh, I should go get my... pesky skeeters are out. Might need to go get my said Stevie beard oil. But they also have some titanium scales with like a splatter ano on it that look really good. I think the weight on this as is 3.6 with the micarta scales, and with the titanium that was coming in at like 4 ounces. I might be wrong. Again, I probably flashed the specs up here that they have posted, but the knife itself is fantastic. I got some comments on it for sure, but it's a great first outing from them. Very comfortable, a little bit bigger than what I'm used to carrying as a fixie. With the 7.5 inch, I kind of like 6.5 to 7 inch overall, but this is still a very nice size. Also included in here, you get a lanyard. I'm gonna put this on my suitcase actually. Same one that I've had on my keys for years. A piece of paracord, because I didn't show off. You got to pop these scales off, removable scales, to get to the lanyard spot there. But and then I grabbed and put in the box. I've been wanting to do something with this. I do have a Lynch Northwest titanium bead. Will that come in there? That I maybe will take it off and put it, take the scales off, put it on. It does come with a tool, little torques to take it down. Although I'm realizing, because I grabbed in advance, I grabbed one of my drivers out of my truck. Thomas, Casey, this is way too small for this. These are T20, and this seems like a T6 or a T8. So, whoopsies. Oh well, y'all got a T20 to take this down. What if they included it? That's cool, but y'all got what you need. And then it does come with this leather sheath here that has a deep carry clip on here. If I'm being objective, look, maybe I'm spoiled because, as y'all know, I carry a lot of Lancelot leather. Really, my only experience in carrying leather sheaths are from Joe at Lancelot Leather. This is what I always carry. I also got one for my Bradford Guardian. And then I got one on my Maestranza blades in my truck. And then I have this one from Boatwright blades. And these all carry absolutely great. This, I'm not experienced carrying a clip like this. And the sheath itself was, let's see, what was stamped on here? I'm going to butcher it. I can't read what that says. Can y'all read what that says? I'll try to flash it up. I'll try to find... I don't remember who it was. It's a local guy to Lynch Northwest. And it's functional. It does function. It's just not my style of clip. I like something, that sits where it rides just a little bit lower, so you don't have so much sticking out of your pocket. That's just me. I don't know that they're going to have a Kydex option, and it's possible they will have more leather sheath options in the future. I know I'm going to be sending mine off to Lancelot Leather to get fitted for a clip slip, but yeah, it does have this one included. So yeah, it's got their feathers stamped on it, but that is the sheath that it comes with. This is 100% made in the United States, as the boxing shows. Anything that Lynch Northwest makes, or I'm pretty sure mostly everything that Lynch Northwest puts their name on is made in the United States. They did say at the show that the hardware was made for them by Tactile Turn, and that the heat treat is being done by the same company that does CRK. Chris Reeves. So they're talking about that at the show, so I don't think it's, I think it's okay for me to mention that. If I didn't point out, you see the Lynch Northwest Maker's Mark logo on that side of the blade, and then the feather on that side. I love the branding on it. I know some people like sterile blades. I'm a fan of, especially when you got a good logo or maker's mark, whatever you want to call it. I like showing that off. I like being able to show off the branding. I like people to know what it is for sure, right? So I'm totally cool with that. The micarta has also kind of like this crosshatch milling pattern into it. They are slightly contoured. You have the spine is slightly proud of the scales on the top and the bottom and along the backside. As I said earlier, ergos wise, it's money in hand. I think it locks in really well. You got this forward guard there, nice sharpening choil. But yeah, you can absolutely get a really good purchase on this knife. Look at all the mosquitoes flying around. I don't want to walk back to my truck and get my beard oil to put on, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. And so are you mofos. But yeah, it's not the sharpest of edges that I've had on a knife before. It's absolutely workable, but I think I'm going to have to put a little bit sharper of an edge on here. I've already, maybe you've seen it, I took it out. Shout out to my nephew, Micah Jr., Lil Wheezy. Went and got a sandwich from him earlier today. A cheesesteak and cut it up and it sliced through just great. So it's an excellent sandwich cutter. I actually grabbed an apple here. It's a clean slice for an apple. I didn't cut on camera that time, but nice clean slice. I like crunch in your ear. So, I didn't give it the paper test. I just know that it's not like hair popping sharp. But I'm okay with that. I can put an edge on it. I did grab a little branch, a little twig here. I'd say it's going through I'm just taking off the bark right now. I mean, it's, again, comfortable. I mean, it's going through the stick just fine. This little twig, as it should. This is not a full-on bushcrafting knife, but, can I feather stick with it? I'm not good at feather sticking, but you kind of get the, again, I am not showing off my novice skills here. I mean, look, as is, it's going to cut. Good blade geometry with this hollow grind. I don't know what the thickness behind the edge is, how many thous it is. I don't get into those specs too much. If the specs were available, I'd know them, but I can't give you the details on that. Might have to inquire a little bit more on that. So, truck driving down I'm parked right off the mountain loop. I don't know if you guys can see in the background, but nice view of the North Cascades back there. So I would say as a daily use, a true EDC fixed blade, I think is going to work just fine for y'all. Again, made in the United States over in Eastern Washington. But yeah, there's some collaborative efforts, obviously, with the heat treat being done. That would have been done in Idaho, I believe. And then by Tactile with the hardware out in Texas. Everything else coming right out of the Lynch Northwest shop. And it's an awesome shop, by the way. Been out there a couple of times. Again, fantastic company. I picked up this for $300. That's the starting price. I believe some of them were going upwards of $350, depending on the handle material, be it titanium with the anno work. But the MagnaCut and the CPM 154, and I forget what the spec was on the MagnaCut. I think it was 62, 63 HRC. It's no difference in price. If they're equal variants, it's no different in price. They start at $300. And then don't quote me on, maybe they were a little bit more expensive, but I think they went upwards of like $350. This is not a cheap knife by any means. But this is going to be a knife that I think is going to stand the test of time. Time will tell, right? These have not been out long enough to have any, I don't think there's been any like real, hard use testing. I don't know if there's been the guys that are going to throw it and try to do all the crazy prying shit with it and, stabbing it in and, all that type of stuff, trying to work the tip around, see how good the tip is. I mean, I'm stabbing it into this picnic table that I'm sitting at. And I mean, again, I'm not doing it on camera, so you're going to have to trust me. But, there's been no real toughness testing of this that I'm aware of. If there's a video out there, please let me know, and then I'll try to link to it as well. But I would say, based on my experiences with fixed blades, and again, I'm not a big fixed guy, but I do carry fixed blades. I think one of the standards of the industry is the Bradford Guardian 3, another made in Washington company. This one is an M390, and this thing I've used the piss out of plenty of times, and it's held up real good. My other one, of course, is my the one that I've been carrying forever, my Sheath the Knife Freak fixie. This is an AEBL, and again, I don't try to hard use I'm not batoning and shit with my EDC knives. I use an EDC knife more than I use, just because I carry a folder on me. I carry a folder because I love folders, but they're not always my go-to knife. I like to reach in, pull out a fixie, and I'm not out in the bush. I'm not trying to feather stick and baton and all that. I'm like a lot of people. I hate to say the cliche. I'm opening up Amazon packages. I'm slicing tape, general tasks around the house. It is a tool. It's not, I'm not don't let my surroundings fool you. I'm not the biggest outdoorsman. And I'm also a mission drives gear type dude. If I am going to try to chop some wood, I got a little hatchet for that, so this is just kind of my reach in the pocket go-to. You guys know what an EDC fixie is. Why am I trying to mansplain what that is? For those of you that don't know, mansplain is man explaining. Here comes another car. I'm going to pause for a second. That was a noisy one too. They had a trailer pulling a bunch of, I think like a couple Polaris on there, so they're probably up in the trails. But so yeah, size-wise, you can see what I'm used to versus what this is. So it's a little bit bigger, but again, not much bigger. Not much bigger to the point of so this size, the Bradford Guardian and the Sheath the Knife Freak are kind of, and I've always said, the blade length of the Bradford is the blade length, or the handle length of the Sheath the Knife Freak, and the blade length of the Sheath the Knife Freak is the handle length of the Bradford. So these are switched, but again, both, even though they're small knives, very capable. And then recently, courtesy of the homie Jack Slungs, the Boatwright blades. I can never remember the name of this. But yeah, so these are all around the same size. Again, a little bit bigger. But I was experimenting, and I let Joe, Lancelot Leather, know already. It's right in between the two size sheaths that I have from clip slips that I have from him right now. I can fit this in the one that I use for my Sheath the Knife Freak. However, I think I am starting to slice into the wilt a little bit and probably off to the side. And I'm going to risk damaging it if I were to have to pull this out and keep pushing it back in. I'm going to damage it. So this is not a sheath that I can use for this, and so it's just a little too snug. But this would be perfect. This would be absolutely perfect. And then the one for the Bradford, I think if I wet molded it, it would be perfect. But again, I'm probably going to send my clip or this off to Joe so he can make a custom one for it. And what'll be cool is, Joe uses Lynch Northwest titanium clips on all his clip slips, exclusive to him. So that'll be a cool sheath to get. But yeah, that's what's up with the Lynch Northwest Sparrow 7. I think it's a great first showing. Knowing Lynch Northwest, they're going to respond to feedback and do what they need to do to keep this going. I think that once they are available, they're going to sell out quickly. I think this is going to be very popular for them. My little critiques, again, it could have had a better edge on it, for sure. It could have had a better edge on it. The sheath option coming with it currently is not optimum, in my opinion. Again, it's functional, but it's not the greatest. And then, look, the last thing, although I had no problem paying $300 for this knife, again, made in the United States by a company that I absolutely love. I mean, look at me, I'm all dorked out in my Lynch Northwest gear. It is getting a little chilly. That's why I put the hoodie on. But for $300 and then even up to $350, even if we're talking U.S. fixed blades, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of really good options out there. So I think it's going to be, they're going to have, they're entering a space in the EDC game that is, I'm not going to say it's crowded, but there's a lot out there at this price point. And then when you start talking, overseas options, if you weren't to ever spend $300 on a fixed blade, yeah, this ain't for you, right? If you want to pick up something like the new Aries EDC has a Kubi release or option, the Bloom. That thing's only like 50 or like $80 or something, pretty cheap. There's all sorts of cheap options out there, but if you want a good USA fixed blade, you're gonna have to drop a couple $100, and in this case, up to $300. I have zero problem recommending this knife at $300. Again, I would love to see a better sheath option. And outside of the edge, I think the fit and finish is there. And so I'm going to say 2 thumbs up. And I'm not surprised that I'm giving it 2 thumbs up, because Lynch Northwest isn't going to come out with something that they know, or if they didn't know that it was good. They're that type of company. So, real quick before I get going, let me pop off the scale. Let's see how that goes. Very easy to take out. Let's see. They do want to free spin. So, how's that going to go? Do I need 2? Maybe not. Maybe you need... And I just don't have that available. Oh man, don't want to lose my hardware. So I think these screw into each other, so that's why maybe I took off the wrong side. No, this is free spinning, so you're gonna need 2. All right, well that's a fail for me there, but I guess I could. So yeah, look at that, gives a indication of how milled out it is there. I was able to take off the one side, and really that's all I need to do to fish this little piece of paracord through there. So how would I do that? I would put it in through there. Put it in through there, and then I'm going to... Yep, that's what I'll do there. Drop that back in. Tighten this back up. So you will need a backup to fully remove these, but you don't need to take both of them off but then they'll tighten right back up on their own. So now it's looped through on the back there. I don't really tie knots that well. So what I'm going to do for now is just drop this bead on there. Let's see, probably give myself... I'm not going to cut off... This isn't going to be you guys aren't going to see the final deal. Because that's probably too much. But you can see, you can easily put... Yeah, that's way too much. I really only need it to like right there. But again, I will mess with that You can see that's how you can put on a lanyard piece of paracord there. And it would take thicker paracord. This is just what they provided. So that's what I have on me there. But yeah, Lynch Northwest, Sparrow 7 Fixed Blade. I dig it. I dig it. And I'm going to carry this for a while. Well, I'm going to send it to Joe, so it's going to be gone for a little bit. But when I get it back, you guys will see much more coming from this. So that's all I got for you right now. Again, it was an awesome show. It was cool to see Casey down there at the show. Got to hear some cool inside stuff that, you know, you gotta hear that type of stuff when you're at the show. I'm not going to necessarily repeat everything that I heard. But they got some cool stuff in the works. They did mention that they're going to be at Blade Show Atlanta. So who knows? They might have some, I'm sure they'll have something else pretty cool there as well. But sign up for their newsletter. I've told people, and that'll be linked in the description. You only get pertinent news. They don't bomb you with everything. They do gear drops on Tuesdays. And it keeps you informed about everything. So they're one of the few companies that I really, I don't even want to call it shilling for. I purchase, yes, they are cool enough to send me stuff from time to time. I did get a Hank from them. They've sent me stuff to check out before, but I'm a paying customer. But I forgot to mention the kind of matching with my pry bar, the micarta pry bar. So I'm not going to say I'm shilling for them because I am a paying customer. I'm willing to spend my hard-earned ducats to pick up some Lynch Northwest gear. Despite being a fanboy, their stuff is pretty damn good. But you know that. I don't think there's anyone out there that would disagree with me. See, you're just saying that. No, Lynch Northwest has a great track record. So, yeah, it was cool to get to see them. And, yeah, the show was fun. Ran into the homie Zach. Zach stuff down there. I also picked up, and I won't talk about it too much just because this video is already long in the tooth, but I did get more Lancelot leather. I picked up a custom slip joint in Koa wood. This thing is I've been admiring it all day. Al Warren handmade custom slip joints, and yeah, as far as slip joints go, amazing. Went to a knife show, didn't pick up a single folder really. Got a fixed blade and a slip joint. So, but yeah, again, shout out to Steve Clare, who was it was a 5-hour drive down to Eugene and back. So 10 hours on the road with the homie Steve Clare. Great company, great conversation. And yeah, it was cool running into Zach and Mike. Went out for some pizza. But yeah, why can't I ever make a video that's just like 10 minutes long? 30 minutes? 30 minutes? Maybe if I speed up my voice during the editing process, I can bring it down to like 29 minutes. So, thanks for checking out the video. Cut off on me. How dare my phone cut me off? That's a way of saying wrap it up. I was about to say like, subscribe, check out those videos or wherever they pop up on the screen, but somewhere in here. And until the next one, I bid you mofos, deuces. Bye-bye.